Everybody, welcome to my video, and today I will be talking about what if Naruto was Beerus' son, part 3. Now, this is my fourth upload, or third upload, depending on what you call the first one. Of course, thank you to the go _ I think it's 1232 for playing games with me. I just did 2 Fortnite Fast shows, both with rewards. Thank you to the GOAT for also doing the first reward for the Battle Pass. And it was a lot of fun judging. So yeah, he's a really nice man. Of course, add me on Fortnite. My name is What If Lord, no spaces, anything like that. Another account I have is 1-4-all-_Deku, I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, let's get into it. We left off with Obito's death. And now we switch over to the fight with Goku. And oh yeah, we also left off with Sasuke stuff because he got enraged and stuff, which kind of like some of the people got attached, like Gohan, who now sees Naruto as an enemy. But that's when Naruto says, "Kid, Gohan, it is right. You don't get mad at me because of this Uchiha's death. He's the one that charged at me. I may have destroyed his planet, but it's because his planet was against me. They all were trying to kill me." That's when Gohan falls silent and says, "So that guy was bad?" That's when Naruto says, "Yes. In fact, he had an evil aura all around him. He would have betrayed you eventually. Tried to kill you, but he's weak compared to you guys." So that's when all of a sudden, when Frieza activates his 10% gold form, and he starts ramming in people, because his gold form is very strong. Even at 10%, he starts ramming in people. And so does Cooler. And then, all of a sudden, Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, all except this whole thing that's when Naruto says, "Remember, this is your last time being able to use Super Saiyan 4. Would you rather save it for tomorrow, the fight with Majin Buu? Or would you rather go and use it now?" Think about this, says, "Fine, I'll use Super Saiyan 3 now." And goes Super Saiyan 3, pretty much obliterating Frieza. And Cooler is not happy about this. With the same monkey killing son, Cooler attacking Goku and then putting him in near-death state. And that's when Naruto goes up behind him, takes him by his horns, and throws him to the ground, putting him through it. Then he's like, "I know I shouldn't be going with human events, but this is also my battle." And he says, "You were the ones that those 2 strong people wanted." He said, "Oh, you call that Obito fella strong? He was weak, just like you." That's when King Cooler gets obliterated. So a day passes, and that's when all of a sudden there's a big bang on the watch site with Dende and Mr. Pow going out to look at it, and that's when they all see Madara, Uchiha, and the Majins there. They ask, "What happened?" And Madara says, "What happened to Obito?" That's when Naruto shows up and says, "I obliterate him with the Infinite Tails." Madara asks, "The Infinite Tails? What is that?" He says, "Why don't you look for yourself?" He sees a gigantic monster with infinite tails around it. Well, a tail that with an infinity sign above it, and says, "You really think that could stop me?" That's when Madara gets in his full position and says, and then he goes out full Susanoo because he knows how strong Naruto is. Says, a Susanoo. I remember being that Sasuke kid who had a Susanoo too." So he says, "Fine." He turned Mangekyo Sharingan. No. He brings out his Renegon, pulling Naruto towards him. Naruto laying him trying to stab through Naruto, but it doesn't hurt Naruto at all. In fact, it just kind of like, it just punctures through him, but he doesn't feel it. He instantly regenerates, and that's what's like, is that all you got? And he says, no. And this time, he actually punches Naruto, hurting him a lot, throwing him through. He says, and that's when Madara says, you shouldn't have been cocky, kid. And that's when Naruto says, fine then, I'll go all out. And then he all of a sudden, but once he goes all out, the Infinite Tails get split up into the 1 through 10 tails again. And that's what Madara says, fine. He brings out 9 clones, himself, not merges, but he kind of like does the thing, like he puts a Susanoo around 10 tails with the Susanoo around the rest of them. The Naruto scene is quite intrigued, and that's when all of a sudden he feels a big power boost, and that's when they all go together to make the Infinite Tails, and Madara has control of it. Naruto seeing this is kind of getting worried now, and he says, I need to get him off the Infinite Tails. Infinite Tails will be knocked out. That's when he goes up, punches the Susanoo. Susanoo being very hard, and it cracking throughout. But that's when a whole bunch of tails come out. Naruto's slicing through them, but then they start to cover up, and that's when a purple aura again goes across him, and he breaks out of the tails, but even more tails keep grabbing him stuff. He's worried about the tails, but eventually he makes it to Madara, and he breaks through, tearing Madara's arms off. But then that's when they start to regenerate. Madara using a bunch of jutsu on him, them actually dealing quite a bit of damage. Not a lot, but only a little bit of damage on Naruto, and that's when Naruto says, you are strong, but there's only one way I win, I know it. That's when all of a sudden, Naruto seals the Infinite Tails inside Madara. Madara, feeling all this great power, starting to get torn, and and the reanimation stops with him being actually alive. Then all of a sudden, he goes up, tries to fight Naruto. Naruto teleports behind him not expecting this, and chops his head off, killing him, and also the Infinite Tails. The Infinite Tails itself is dead, but now the rest of the tail beasts are out. And this time Naruto says, you may stay up here, or you may be used as weapons from those humans. So they say, we'll stay up here. But then they saying, actually, we'll make a separate platform for these tailed beasts. And then he does it, and he says, it's a gigantic platform like this, except the whole catch to it is that it's meant for tailed beasts fighting so that they can get stronger. Eventually, they will all have the power of the 10 tails. Naruto hearing this is good. Then the Infinite Tails itself will be stronger, and it will be able to take out almost anybody except for the gods of destruction, angels, Grand Priest, and Zeno. And then that's when Broly and stuff goes in to take down Majin Buu. But this time, the whole fight with the Goku goes the same, except this time Goku has Super Saiyan 4, getting a better edge on him, but Majin Buu is still stronger. And that's when, all of a sudden, he changes his evil personality, comes out and all that, then he merges with it, and all of a sudden Kid Buu is made. And that's when everybody, even including Broly's not at his top power right now. So everybody's knocked out and falling when Vegeta saves them because he starts to care for them. Same with Broly and Paragus. But they can't get back up there because now all of a sudden there's shield surrounding it. Naruto seeing this says, Goku, are you gonna be alright against this little Boo brat? Boo hearing this charges at him, and this is when Chi-Chi, who happens to be out there, still up there, and he turns her into an egg again or whatever. He also eats the so he turns her into an egg again, and he doesn't crack it this time. Goku seeing this goes to Super Saiyan for him having an even match with Kid Buu, but Kid Buu getting the advantage, and this time knocking him off and leaving Kid Buu and Naruto. Naruto getting annoyed that this guy was there. Also on Earth itself, a whole bunch of Majins are there, like Majin warriors. You know, the guys that get controlled, as well as the guy who does the spells and stuff. So that's what they're all fighting. That's when the whole thing with the spirit bomb happens now, except this time it's Naruto. Him seeing that Buu was strong, him making a spirit bomb, getting everybody on Earth to him wave their hands up, and of course gets transfer energy to him, and getting energy transferred to him, and using the spirit bomb with his purple power, almost blurring Kid Buu. But then that's when Buu himself comes out, and then Majin Buu, or the gray one, separates, and that's when he feels weaker and he tries to run away to his master. But that's when Naruto pins him down and he rips his head off. And by then, goes back to his father, saying that the threat has been dealt with. But now the big threat is the Otsutsuki clan. Here's think about this. And then he says, well, actually, it happens to be the king of the Otsutsuki clan says that they will be attacking you in about 5 years from now. But hearing this says, why not 5 years? He says he's withdrawing all his Otsutsuki to fight you. You must you must get your full potential by then. Saying yes. So, this is when GT would happen. Let's say in this 5 years GT is happening, so nobody cares about it. I'm not explaining it, because I don't care about it. So in this time, Naruto gets his full potential, and so now he can destroy big clans. He's pretty much as strong as, and he's not as strong as an angel, he's stronger than Whis right now. Yeah, he's stronger than Whis, and that says a lot, because Whis trained Beerus, and angels are very strong. So pretty much he says, should I become the god of destruction next, or an angel? Whis thinking about it says, well, I mean, you are stronger than me. I don't think that you could be a god of destruction with that power. I'm sure you would have to be an angel. Him hearing this says, true. I guess I'll become an angel then. Beerus hearing this kind of sad and asks why, but that's when Whis says, well, I mean, your son is kind of really strong. He's stronger than me, in fact. I don't think that he would be able to become God Destruction. Maybe not even an angel. He might have to be a second Grand Priest or something like which. Thinks about this, and that's when there's a meeting with Zeno. This is the 4th meeting in the What If series, and this is going to be one of their last, of course. So, not one of their last. I'm sorry. So they have a meeting talking about what's happening, and when Universe 7 goes up, that's when Whis chirps and says, I think that Naruto can't become God of Destruction of Universe 7. Prince Zeno says why. He says, he's stronger than me. If anything, I think that he should become the angel. Prince Zeno thinking about this says, that seems very right. We can't have one God Destruction be stronger than all of the rest. That one, well, I mean, of course, one is stronger. He can't be way stronger than them. And he says, it's settled then. He will become, he'll become your successor, Whis. He's agreeing to this, and Beerus kind of angered that his son won't take after him, but he agrees, of course, knowing that's only what has to happen. So yeah. So right now, they have to go after, of course, Otsutsuki. So the Otsutsuki start to arrive to Beerus' planet. It'll take them about 7 days. So that's when they also say, that's when Naruto says, I took down the threat, earlier, except that we still have the Otsutsuki, which will be arriving at my father's planet in a week from now. So no hearing this as if you're ready. They are some of the strongest ever. They're some of the strongest beings ever, and out of any universe. I've known well about them. Actually, one was close to killing one of the gods of destruction, one of the angels before. Well, they all had to be together, of course, but still. I'm saying yes. Naruto is confident in himself and says, I'm pretty sure if I wipe down the lower class and go up, I'll be good. Grandson Graces says, well, of course, you always have that Goku fella working with you. He says, yes, I will. So this will be when GT ends and right before Super begins, before they meet Beerus. Actually, let's say that this was, let's say Naruto was disguised this whole time. He didn't reveal that he was this, God Destruction's son. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna say that. But yeah, pretty much what happens is Beerus says, well, I'll be looking out for that legendary Super Saiyan God, whatever. Naruto saying, I know who it is. Beerus asking who. If you're gonna say that Goku guy, it is, and him saying, it very muchly will be. He is the strongest Saiyan. He will become it. I have no doubt about that. Naruto saying also, Frieza seems to be scheming something. Same with his men. He will probably be revived eventually with his perfected gold form. That gold form was insanely strong last time, almost killing all of people, including Goku. But he was luckily able to surpass it, go to Super Saiyan 3, and barely surpass Frieza. I'm hearing this, and then that's when Chomp asks, what does this Super Saiyan talk about? That's when Naruto explains that only really strong Saiyans may go into this form. This form is the strongest form any Saiyan will ever get. Well, not the strongest form. This is the form that's a very strong one that beat Frieza originally, who was known as the ruler of the universe, of our universe, feared amongst everyone, except Goku, of course. Champa thinks, Champa says, I wonder if anybody in my universe has it. That's when Naruto says, I'm sure someone has it. Out of all of you, that'd be at least a few. And then that's when Naruto says, well, I've got to get going now, but that's when Grand Priest says, you must wait here. Beerus, you can wait here too, along with the other angels. And the rest of you gods be wait outside. So I'm going outside, of course, and are to be becoming an angels pretty much now. He'll pretty much have the staff, the ring around his neck, as well as the blue skin, but he won't have cat-like features anymore. He'll look like Whis, pretty much, except his hair is going to be different. His hair, let's say, I don't know, his hair is different. Just think about hair being different. So yeah, let's think his hair is like his normal self, okay? His hair is like his canon self for Naruto, but except it's white. So yeah. So a week later, the Otsutsuki come to Beerus' planet. Beerus kind of thinking, why did they have to come to my planet? He comes out asking the Otsutsuki why they're here. Otsutsuki saying, you know well why we're here. Your child destroyed the planet with the best signature of our energy. We're here to take that signature back and eliminate him. That's when Naruto sits down and says, are you sure about them? Them seeing the angel form and saying, how is he an angel? he should be a god of destruction, not strong as an angel. That's when Whis comes over and says, he's actually stronger than me, you Otsutsuki people. I know the Otsutsuki fear me. As of our last encounter, I wouldn't fight someone stronger than me. So they say, I bet you're bluffing. It's probably just makeup or something. Let's fight him. That's when Naruto says, fine. They send out their weaker Otsutsuki being like Momoshiki, Kinshiki, stuff like that. And let's say in this Kaguya would have probably, well, no. I think I killed Kaguya off, but if not, then Kaguya, of course, would be them all fighting him, pretty much obliterating, not obliterating, but him having a semi-tough battle. But then that's when Momoshiki, that's when Kaguya eats all of them. And that's when she becomes super strong and high leveled. And Naruto seeing this starts getting a big battle position. That's when instead of purple aura, a pink aura goes around him, and all of a sudden he unlocks his mode, and he goes and he's fighting a tough battle right now, a very losing battle, and he's getting ready to get pummeled until all of a sudden his hair stands up. Let's say his long hair going down his back. All of a sudden his hair stands up, kind of like Aizawa's, but wait. So imagine that. His hair stands up. And what happens after that is all of a sudden a white aura surrounds him and he gets really buff. So he says, wait. Ultra Instinct? How does he have Ultra Instinct? Ultra Instinct. I couldn't even get Ultra Instinct. At least I think. I feel like the angels have Ultra Instinct, but I'm gonna say for this that they don't. And all of a sudden, when Naruto goes into Ultra Instinct, he goes ahead and pummels Kaguya into the ground, and he fights the medium class with sort of ease, and now he goes to the king, which is pretty much the last one alive right now, and asks if he wants to leave. The king's saying, no, you destroyed our amazing planet. You destroyed my people. I will kill you now. And this fight takes up the next year for normal timeline, or 80 years on the planet. Of course, with it being very hard, and in the end, Naruto wins, throwing a few more punches than the king of the Otsutsuki, being Kaguya's father, of course, him falling down and asking how he's so strong. Naruto saying that he's strong because he trained. I mean, I was gifted, of course, but I trained to get this power. I trained to unlock my potential, and now you shall die. Him killing off the king of the Otsutsuki. Now both problems are dealt with, but news spreads around about around a month later that the Otsutsuki king has died. How? The Otsutsuki king was supposed to die off certain someone's hand. This someone is that of a dark angel. A dark angel being pretty much a black angel. Very strong enemy. Probably as strong as Whis. Now, I know he's stronger than Whis, but he's gonna develop between time, and he's looking to find this person that could somehow destroy the Otsutsuki. And that's where I think I'm gonna lift it off with a little thing for next time I'll probably bring up. Hope you have a nice day, and cheers.